Let's do something a little bit different this time. We're going to take a quick break from the bigger discussions and do something a little bit silly. We're going to guess what each Protoframe would order at Maccas and then do a bonus round at the end. We're going to just go in order of when we were introduced to each Protoframe, so first up is Arthur. The interesting thing about Arthur is that he wouldn't eat Maccas because he specifically wanted it. He would eat it only if he was hungry and happened to be around. He knows it isn't good for him, but he'd rather eat junk food than not eat at all because he gets grumpy when he's hungry. So I reckon he'd get a quarter-pounder meal with a Coke. It's a simple order and is a big enough meal for Arthur to go about the rest of his day. Owie, on the other hand, is definitely different from Arthur. She loves going to Maccas, but not because of the food. Every time they pass it, Owie just wants to get a Happy Meal for a chance of getting a little On-lyne toy, like a little figurine of Zeke or something. After all, they do have very plasticky looking hair, so it fits pretty well. On a side note, the hair textures of the On-lyne boys are really similar to that of like Fortnite characters, which makes me wonder if they'll be put into Fortnite as a sort of promotion or collab. What also makes this more of a notable difference is that we've seen their hair of other characters in the same update, and theirs are pretty real looking. The point is, I don't think it's impossible. If they do end up doing a Fortnite collaboration, I called it, by the way, I called it. Now for Amir, who's a pretty easy guess. He's never sitting down or sitting still, so he doesn't want to have to eat something like a burger or wrap or salad. Nobody gets a salad from Maccas anyway. Amir is 100% a McNugget fiend, as my friend has referred to him. It's the perfect addition to his routine. Instead of going between the pinball and the arcade game, he goes between the pinball, then he grabs a nugget, and then he goes to the arcade game. Moving on to Quincy, I feel like in an attempt to appear as a superior leader to Arthur, Quincy would choose not to order anything at all. He'd probably try to sneak some chips or nuggets behind his back though, because all that Arthur trash talking he does would really work up his appetite. Letty's up next. I feel like out of all the Protoframes, Letty, being the team medic, is the only one who actually understands how bad fast food is for you, to the point where she'd rather just go hungry for a while than eat it. So she probably wouldn't order anything to eat for herself. The only possible order Letty would make would be to get those little apple slices for her pet rats, considering how much she likes them. She might also order like nuggets and chips because Quincy doesn't want Arthur to think he ordered them, but he's still gotta eat, so he gets Letty to buy them for him. The final Protoframe is Eleanor. She's definitely the most mysterious out of the six, but I don't think that's any reason to put too much thought into this. And funnily enough, I don't think Eleanor herself puts too much thought into it either. Given her telekinetic powers, it seems like she spends more time in other people's heads than her own. So my guess for her order is just chips, the idea for which she got when she telepathically heard Arthur complain that the chips in his meal were cold and soggy. It's time for the bonus round, featuring Albrecht and Lloyd. Albrecht would get a Happy Meal with a little On-lyne toy. You'll notice that this order is the same as Owie's. You'll also notice that I said Albrecht would get it, not order it. Well, that's because Albrecht didn't order it. He was accidentally given Owie's Happy Meal, but being the reclusive man that he is, he doesn't have it in him to complain that he got the wrong order. He'll just go to write about it in his notes and curse himself for being too reclusive to say something. But as for what Albrecht would actually order, my guess is that it'd be something weird. If anything, Albrecht is a strange guy, so his Maccas order would reflect that. Last but not least, Human Lloyd. He's probably been the most easy to hypothesize, because he wouldn't order from Maccas, not in a billion years. He would come with Albrecht when he goes though. Lloyd's there for two reasons. The first is that of course he wants to give his partner some company. And the second is that he can yell at the poor teenager behind the counter who gave Albrecht the Happy Meal instead of his order. Albrecht will tell him to calm down and offer him one of his chips, and then all will be good. Can someone draw that? Can someone draw Lloyd cracking it and some overworked teenager while Albrecht is trying to get him to stop embarrassing them? It'd be really funny. Anyway, the point is that Lloyd wouldn't order anything, but maybe he'd have a little bit of what Albrecht offered to share. So yeah, that's what all the Protoframes and Albrecht and Lloyd would order at Maccas. I know this video is very different from my usual stuff, but I just wanted to do something a little bit silly and easy, considering I've been pretty busy outside of YouTube. In the next couple of videos, I want to discuss this year's TennoCon and 1999 further, so stay tuned for those. Alright, go farm Silvergoth Prime. Go farm Silvergoth Prime!
Time. Yeah, love, listen, I'm gonna need a remake on these chips here. They're pretty cold and soggy. So if you could just get me some more chips, then that would be great. Yeah, thanks so much, yeah. Nah, thanks.